Want to know the secret to great hard-boiled eggs? You know when you try to make eggs, hard-boiled eggs, then you boil them and everything else, then you go to eat them and you go to peel them, and you get those little pieces that come off all the time, and you can't get the peel off, the shell off, because there's always little pieces of it everywhere, and you bite into the egg and then you crunch down on a piece of shell, and how would you get it to where it peels nice and easy, and you get the shell off? So simple and so easy. I got the secret for you, and that's in this video. Want to know a way to make some good specialty potatoes? These things turned out amazingly good and delicious. Alright, I'm going to show you how to make some really good potatoes. A simple recipe. You can alter it all you want, do the way you do it. I do it by tasting it in my mind as I put it and everything. But one of the secrets in this to make these potatoes eye appealing, no pun intended, potatoes eye appealing, okay, anyway. The secret to making them look really eye appealing is you want your potatoes to look buttery, more buttery, okay? How do you do that? You need your potatoes to look more yellow. How do you make your potatoes more yellow? The secrets to that in this video. I'm going to do some hard-boiled eggs here. The key to doing a good hard-boiled egg is pull the eggs out, try to get them to room temperature first, then boil your water, then put the eggs in. Slowly. Drop them in nice and easy so they don't crack. And once you get the eggs in there, set your alarm for 20 minutes only. After 20 minutes, pull them off the heat. Like move them over there off the heat, okay, and let it sit for about 5-10 minutes. Then pull the eggs out and set them on a cool counter, separated, so that they get the airflow around them until they cool off. And once they cool off, then you can peel them, and then put them in Ziploc bags and put them in your fridge, or you can leave them unpeeled with the shell still on it and put it in your fridge, because when you go to peel these after 20 minutes only of boiling, they will peel so easily the shells will just fall off of there. Longer than that, no, you'll be pulling off little pieces of shell and getting it all over the egg, and then you bite the egg and then you're going to get the crunch of the shell because you missed that little piece. Any less than 20 minutes, same thing. 20 minutes is like perfect time to hard boil eggs. Okay. Now I'm going to get some potatoes going. Just one serving is all I'm going to be doing. But I'm going to be using potatoes cubed with butter. But I'm going to soak them for hours in onion and herb spices water before I start to boil them. Why did that not focus? Well, there we go. Maybe it's because I don't have my glasses on. It looks like it's not focused. Anyway. But that's what I'm going to do here. We're going to get these going. Because we already got a steak in the oven that we're doing in a seasoned up water and covered. And we're doing that only 250. Okay. And we're going to cook it for a long time at 250, so it'll be melting and soft. That's how we're going to do that steak. Instead of a normal way of doing steaks, we're going to do it a little differently this time. But eggs are boiling, timer set. So when I'm done with the eggs, I will go ahead and I will clean the potatoes. I haven't cleaned them yet. And then I'm going to cut up some of this organic onion and put it in the water with the potatoes and some herbs and spices. And we're going to let them soak for a while. So that's where we're at right now. Potatoes are washed. I got some pink Himalayan sea salt in here. And we're going to add some more herbs and spices in here before I put water in. I'm going to use hot tap water to do this. So first thing here, I got the pink Himalayan sea salt. We're going to put some garlic powder into the pot on the bottom before we put water in. I got a tiny tad bit of water in there. As far as this household goes, you can never have too much garlic. Let's move this a little bit better. There we go. And let's get some oregano in. What else do I want here? Parsley's going to go on later. What we got there? A hot shot. We don't want any hot shot in there. Put a little ground ginger in there. Not a lot. Ginger's great for the body. I just don't want the ginger flavor, just want the nutrients of it. Chives will be later. Basil, absolutely want some basil. Okay. That should be good. I don't think there's anything else I want to put in there. A little bit of turmeric to give it some color, and turmeric is great for you. Okay, that won't be enough to change flavor at all, but add nutrients. Okay, now we're going to put water in here, hot water. You'd be surprised how good that smells, just that right there. Oh. Been living in a house for 11 years and still don't know what drawers the stuff is in. We're just going to mix this up. I can feel the salt in the bottom. Things need to be dissolved in the water. Let's get this all dissolved in there. The turmeric's going to give it a yellowish color, which is cool. Hey, that's what gives mustard its yellow. Turmeric. If you do it right, anyway. And you don't use FDC number 4 and 7 poisonous stuff. You want something looking yellowy? Use turmeric. Turmeric, however anybody wants to pronounce it. But it's really good for you. Okay. This is just like a 1 serving deal that I'm going to be doing here. Show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like. And that's what the potatoes are going to soak in. So we're just going to cut these up. My favorite knife. Whoa. Just going to cube. And the dog just came to my feet, knowing that they heard the door open. They know what the door was for utensils, and they know food is happening. And no, I'm not peeling these. I want all the nutrients in these. Okay. Get that. 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 I see you down there, Shagum. Mama Wana. I see you, Bobby. These are kind of like an experimental potato that I'm doing for the first time trying it. Hence the name of the channel, Amateur Hour. There. That's good. Get our potato goop off of there. Now I'm going to take some of this onion. Beautiful. Oh wow, that's potent. Very potent. Gorgeous onion. Alright, let me go take these peels over. Remember I told you the trick about cutting it and then peeling it as you cut it. When you cut it, you peel and then you flip it over to where the peel's on the same bottom, cut it and then peel. Because that way you end up where you can get the first layer. See, that's like paper. You can get that right off of there. A lot easier. To expose that beautiful onion. Look at that. Yum. Boy, my eyes are burning already. But I am going to take off the very first section of onion. There we go. See, that's that. That came off. Now we're going to use that onion. Move, dog. Oh, the dog's right there. Okay. That should be enough for that. So what we're going to do is cut it right down the center of the line. And we're going to mix some of these up. I want some of them to stay with the potatoes. Some will be drained when we drain the water, but I want some to stay with the potato. Try it. Oh wow. Oh, that's got some good flavor. Great onion. This onion is very potent. I gotta tell you that. My eyes are watering already. that's the difference with organics. Organics are very, very much more potent than conventional. So that's why you always got to smell your stuff here that you're doing while you're doing it so you don't overpower. And that should be enough onion right there. So we will get in here. I'm going to eat that piece. That's good. Very good onion. I'll wrap that in cellophane, put that in the fridge. And it's just going to soak. Not even going to put it on heat yet. So I'm going to wrap that up. One little thing I like to try to do, attach it to the counter. Try to keep it straight as you rip it. There we go. Because you know how cellophane is. There. Cellophane is great instead of a Ziploc bag because you don't have the air in it. Okay, Ziploc bags can have air. No matter how much you try to squeeze out, it's going to have air in it. This will remove the air. There's no air in it, and that goes in the fridge. And that's the organic Bermuda onion. So we're just going to leave this sit right over here and soak. And we'll be back with more. Alright, let me get this light on. 20 minutes over. Shut them off. Move them away from the heat. And let them sit a little bit. About 15 minutes. Cool them off a bit. And then we will take each one out and span them across that countertop so that they get airflow all around them to cool off naturally. So let's let them calm down a bit, and then over there they go. And our potatoes are still soaking. That looks delicious just like that, doesn't it? Alright, I'm going to pull these off. We're going to go ahead and take those off and put them out here. It's been soaking a while, so we're going to bring it on over here. Potatoes. And set it there. Stir it up. And we're going to put it on a low simmer. Very low. The lowest setting I can get. The potatoes are getting a little yellow color to them. I like that. Yellow belly taters. We're going to put on low simmer. Very low. Very, very low. So you can't see the flame. Now you can see the flame. I always try to get it as centered as possible. Alright, now we're going to put a lid on it. One moment. There we go. We got one of these vented lids too. I like these. So I'm going to keep it on nice and low. Lowest setting possible with the lid on it. Now we're going to get the eggs out. And the way we're going to do this is pretty simple. We just take our scoop. Pick up an egg, tilt it over, get the water out, and then we're just going to bring it on over and put it onto the counter. And we're going to do that with all the eggs. Okay? And you watch them. Watch them, Bubs. Watch them grow. Yeah, girl. You watch them, shake them. Alright, that's what we just mean. Just leave them out there so you get airflow all around them. And let them cool off. That's what we're going to do there. Just let those cool off. Alright. And we're going to have easy peeling eggs. And we'll have those taters simmering real nice and low. Let me get this fork out. Big old fork. And we're going to flip over the steak. There we go. We're going to let that cook. It's covered. We keep it covered, so. But we're going to let that cook nice and slow. I want it to melt in the mouth. So that's what we're doing with the steak. We'll hear that gas just kick on. Alright, time to take the lid off. Stir. Turn up the heat and get them boiling. They've been soaking for a couple hours. Simmering for a couple hours. So we're going to go ahead. Look how the potatoes got the yellow to them. You can't really see it in here. But they got a yellow look to them.
What are you making?
Special type of potatoes.
Are you making the entire dinner?
No, your mother's making the steak. I'm making the potatoes. This is just like a one serving thing. She says nobody else will want them. So I'm going to boil them. Turn the heat up.
I don't really want him out because he's sick.
Okay. Now they're going to boil. See it already starting to bubble a little bit there.
He's done it.
And we'll get those boiling. And then they're going to go in some butter. Alright, strained them. And then put what I strained out of it back in, right there. And we're going to mix this up with some butter. Okay, we're going to get butter on in there. I need 2 hands for this, so we're going to go ahead and get these taters in there. See how nice and yellow those taters are? That's what the turmeric's going to do. Alright, one moment. And there they are. Now we're just going to add a couple other things in there. We're going to add, what I got over there, I'm going to add parsley and chives is what we're going to add into it. Right now, we're going to add some parsley and chives. There's the parsley and chives put on the top, and now we will stir that in. Okay, that's what they look like, nice and golden yellow. Like I said, that's the turmeric that makes them look yellow. And then all the spices and herbs that you saw that we put in there with the butter. Now we're going to simmer it on low, very low with the lid on. It's on low. And you can't see the flame like before until we do this. Now you can see the flame nice and low. And then I'm just going to heat up a little bit of the greens. I added some organic apple cider vinegar to them. Those are mixed greens, collards, mustard greens, stuff like that. And I'm going to go ahead and have that as on the side as well. And there is the steak. Of course it's well done. Whoops, theming up my camera. Of course it's well done, but I wanted it that way this time. Be nice and soft. All seasoned up and baked. A baked steak. And then there's some type of a soup here. Turkey with veggies in it. Turkey soup with veggies. Then there's a little bit of few mashed potatoes there. And then I'm finishing heating up the greens. Got a little bit bit of apple cider vinegar in there. The one thing I did add to this, the taters, was a little bit of peppercorn medley I put in there. And there's the taters. Alright. I'll show you what it looks like on the plate. There we go. There's the greens, the taters,
It's nice and soft.
steak,
Don't pet.
and of course, I gotta have a little bit A1. I like A1. And there we go.